Hey guys. Hi, Colleen Patrick-Goudreau here. It has been a crazy day. I had to get my new battery for my iPhone 6 and they couldn't open the phone, so they gave me a new phone, which is weird and I didn't want that, but whatever. So I'm here. I had the most awesome experience at the grocery store. So if you're interested in checking this out, I used the time while I was waiting for my battery to get fixed to go to the grocery store. And I went to a grocery store that's very well known here in the Bay Area. It's called Berkeley Bowl. And they have 2 locations. And I usually avoid Berkeley just because it's Berkeley. And I also avoid Berkeley because of the traffic. And I also avoid Berkeley Bowl because of the parking lot. And yet, I've heard about this new Berkeley Bowl that's supposed to be amazing, and it was. I want to show you what I got. And I don't have, okay, I was going to say I have zero waste. I have there's a stupid twisty tie again on one of the things, but whatever, this is not about being perfect. But I'm really pleased because it's completely zero waste, and I spent $100 and we're going to be eating for the next 2 years. The amount of food I got in this haul was amazing. So if you want to share this video right now so people can watch it, if not, share it afterwards. And of course, you can always go to joyfulvegan.com. Check out the blog that I'm doing on Zero Waste Vegan. I'm really excited about this. My eyes are completely open. I feel like a new vegan because I feel like what every vegan experiences when you look through the lens of the vegan lens and you notice things you never noticed before. I'm noticing for the first time that there's just plastic everywhere. And I know, it's obvious to a lot of us, and it was already something I was mindful of, but I'm noticing it even more that I've made this commitment. So it's pretty awesome. So if you want to see, you guys ready to see? Where are you from? Where are you at? Where are you? Who are you? Hi, Megan. Hello, Raylene. Oh, so many familiar names. And I'm actually going to be looking at my Facebook on my laptop too, because I won't be able to see your comments if I point the camera down onto the counter. So I'm going to be looking at my laptop for any of your questions, so it might be a little delayed. Aisha says, I will have to go there the next time in the Bay Area. Yeah, and now there are a lot of places I can go to get bulk from in the Bay Area. There's Sprouts on Broadway in Oakland. They have a really, really awesome bulk section. Of course, in terms of spices, there's the Oakland, it's called Oaktown Spice Shop. I can actually walk there, and that's really awesome in terms of bulk spices. But I have a real find that I experienced today at the Berkeley Bowl, which was better than anything I expected. Let me just check Michiko. Hold on. Okay. So, Michiko. Come here, Michi. Okay, so are you ready? Are you ready? Hi, everybody. You're from Vermont, of course. Nikki. Hi, Nikki. I know you said that you were doing the zero waste as well. Isn't it amazing? Jennifer Haig yesterday said on Instagram that now she just sees plastic everywhere, and it's really true. It's really what happens. And I'm seeing it everywhere too, and trying my best not to buy it. And it's been really cool. I don't know if you saw the video earlier, but David's coming home from Seattle. He was sick, and he never comes home early from a business trip, but he's sick. And so I ran right to the fridge. I've got my garlic and green soup. Hi, baby girl. I've got my garlic and green soup already made for him, so when he gets home, but he requested orange juice. And it's, again, I'm not gonna be perfect. I could get orange juice in a glass bottle, but I loved the idea that I had oranges in the refrigerator and I was able to make not a lot of orange juice, but some. So I went to the store, spent $5 on oranges, and I'm gonna make more. And it took about 2 minutes to do that. Now I have a food processor, a KitchenAid food processor I've had for 15 years, and I've had the citrus attachment. Did you guys see that? And it took 2 minutes, 2 to 5 minutes to press the oranges to make orange juice. So that was pretty cool. And obviously that cuts the time down a lot. So yes. So Connecticut, Sacramento, hey Isha, Tina from Virginia, of course, Kristen in New Jersey, all these regulars, and Seattle, Kimberly, my husband, was just leaving there. Gaia, hi Gaia. Am I saying that correctly? Oh no, Galia. Am I saying that correctly? And yeah, any questions you have while we're doing this, please feel free. Jonathan, you asked me this last time. You know, did you ask me this? I think one of the biggest, so far, I mean, well, the girls might understand what the biggest challenge is being zero waste, but I'm not going to get into that right now. So there are some things that are just, you know, we just do the best we can. Excuse me. Really? Because this is not about you right now, Michiko. It's not about you. It's really not. She's not allowed on the counter. She's really not. What was I thinking? There was something recently that I was thinking. Well, one of the things was tofu. I was thinking was going to be really hard. And I'm like, okay, got to figure out how to make tofu from scratch. And I don't want to get a new appliance for it. So I was like, okay, what do I need to do to make tofu from scratch? But today I will show you why I don't have to make it from scratch. I already knew there were some farmers markets in the area that sell tofu in bulk. I also know that there are a lot of Asian markets that sell it in bulk, but I just really want to be sure that the beans are organic. I feel pretty strongly about that. Anyway, why don't I stop talking and show you what I got? And I'll show you these awesome bags that I have too that I just recently did get. They're organic. And I'll tell you the other thing, Jonathan. No, it's okay. No, I'm glad you asked. Ask it every day, because every day I have different experiences and things I learn and challenges. Hi, Michelle. I know, Nancy, I know. I just don't know that that's really going to happen right now. So, I know. I just don't know that's going to happen. It's not right now. Anyway, let's move on. We're talking about groceries right now. Okay. Stephanie in Montreal. Awesome. Hi, Dana. Dana. I went to high school with Dana. Good to see you. Yes, Antonia, I mean, every day you guys should be checking the blog, because I'm doing a different post almost every day. Yesterday I did one on travel and just being on the go, and some of that will pertain obviously to children. She's being very sassy. She said, this is all about me. All right, let me show you what I've got. Just ignore the fact that I have a cat on the counter right now. She's part of my haul. Okay, Michi, you really can't stay there, okay? Let's move this along. Okay, I'm gonna move this along. You're gonna come off the counter. Okay, you can see the cuteness. See the cuteness first, and then you gotta go. Okay? All right. Okay, first of all, tell me if this isn't the largest head of cauliflower you've ever seen in your life. Is this not the largest cauliflower you've ever seen in your life? I think it is. I actually was in the grocery store and there was a woman next to me and I was like, this has got to be the largest cauliflower head I've ever seen. And because I love cauliflower so much, I actually bought two. So I've got two big heads of cauliflower. Now, obviously I already shop with canvas bags. I've got just a million bags. I've got wonderful, produce bags. That's not new. So anything you're seeing here really isn't new. The thing that I love the most are these wonderful bags that I got. I ordered through Zero Waste Home, but basically they're on Amazon, and the brand is Earthwise, and they're really wonderful obviously for produce. So I'm not going to show you everything here. What do I have? I've got some fennel, because of course I have to eat fennel every day. I got some broccoli, and let me put this down a little lower so you can see. How's that? Is that a little better? Let me see. I'd be able to tell on mine here. Yeah, how's that? How's that look? So I also have celery, because love me my celery. And I've got apples. So this is nothing new. This is one thing I don't love about grocery stores. Obviously, if it's a farmer's market, you don't have all these stupid tabs. I hate all these stupid stickers. It's so stupid. There was a time when we didn't have stickers. I remember someone on like This American Life did a whole story as to why we have these stickers, why they use these stickers. And it's so stupid because it was never the case before. Cauliflower rice. How much were the cauliflower? Good question. I actually didn't check that. I did check, but I don't remember how much the cauliflower heads were. And then I asked them if they would take the rubber bands back, and the guy told me I needed to have them for the cashier, and then I forgot to give them to the cashier. But I will put them in my little drawer. I have a little drawer, and I have a little bag of rubber bands. So they will go there, and I can bring them to the store next time. Okay? You stay close, Michiko. So that's one bag. Can you guys see that okay? Tell me if you want me to move anything. Okay, so same thing. I've got, bananas, got kale, got leek. I'm gonna make a potato leek soup. I've got more fennel. I'm not kidding when I say this was all $100. I got some yams. I got some onions. I got some potatoes so I can make that soup. I love having potatoes on hand. I mean, what was really cool today was when David said he was sick and I wanted to make my my garlic and green soup. I had everything in the refrigerator to make the garlic and green soup. I've got carrots. Now this is probably one thing that's a little hard for me. I eat a lot of carrots and I usually do get the carrots in the plastic bag. I just get that big bag of carrots. But it's plastic, so I'm not doing that. So I only got one bunch of carrots right now. I have some still from the farmer's market, but that's probably something that's just, whatever. It's just annoying because I just get a ton of carrots. And admittedly, the carrots are pretty cheap when they're in that big bag. Let's see, let me back up a little bit. Can you guys see this okay? Let me see if there's any questions you have. I'm not even done, Nancy. I'm not even done. Linda, the potato leek soup. There's a potato leek soup in the Joy of Vegan, in the vegan table. The Joy of Vegan table. Okay, so it's not gonna last me 2 years. Obviously, I'm exaggerating, but I also got an avocado. So most of this was organic. Okay, but here's the fun stuff. Here's the bulk stuff. So you see all that, right? What's the easiest way for me to kind of, where's this pointed to? Kind of back this up a little bit. You stay there, Michiko, good girl, honey. Okay, so I showed you these bags already. I love these bags. So I needed popcorn, so I got popcorn because popcorn is the best food on the planet. So I got some of that. I got some lentils. So you can see these bags are really good for grains, for lentils, for beans. I got some red lentils. These are green/brown lentils. I got, like I said, the popcorn. Now, you know, I'm making my own peanut butter. So I got a big old bag of roasted salted peanuts. Do you know how good these smell right now? I have to have a piece. I have to have one. Oh my God. They're so good. Now, obviously, to make peanut butter, you can get raw if you want. You can also get roasted with no salt. But I like my peanut butter with salt. Now, here's the fun part. Okay, so some more. I got chickpeas, ginger lemon, limes for cocktails, because, you know, garlic. I got a ton of garlic. But here's the best part. The best part are these new bags I got. These new sacks, and I love them. They're organic cotton. They're from Simple Ecology, and I don't even know. It cost me like $20-something, maybe $25 to get like a bunch of them. So I got them in different sizes. So in here we have beautiful polenta. You see that in there? So polenta in there. And in here we have my almonds, so I can make my milk. All right. So obviously I could still use these bags as well, but where these come in really handy are for things like the polenta. I could put the polenta in here, but it's a little fine. I like the sacks instead. In here I have some oats. So I've got some oats in here. Let me see if you guys have any questions. It's loading. Hold on. And what else? Showed you the almonds. And then I was really excited. Hi, baby girl. Don't come back on the counter. There's no room for you here. Then the coolest thing, hang on. The coolest thing is this. So even a friend of mine was like, what are you going to do about tofu? Because I do love me my tofu. And so I went and asked one of the grocers. I said, where's the tofu? But I said, do you have tofu in bulk? And he said, I'm not really sure. Go ask the bulk person. He said, but the tofu is on aisle 12. So I go to the bulk person and she's like, yeah, it's on aisle 12. So there was a bin where they had fresh tofu. And here it is. Can you see it? And so I had brought a container with me already. So yes, this is plastic. Like I said, I'm not doing this because of like major concerns about plastic. I'm doing it because, well, I mean, like in terms of food being in plastic, my food is never in a plastic container very long. And I do have glass containers, but I did have this, I do have some Tupperware I'm still going to use. I'm not going to just throw it out, but I do have a lot of glass as well. However, I had this with me in the car because it's easy to lug around the plastic containers that I have. And it's a really nice, firm, I'm really pleased. Look how firm that is. I'm squeezing, I'm pushing, and I haven't tried it yet. And it's organic. It's from a local Asian company. I don't know who they are. But, oh, it's just a really, you know how I rave about the super firm Wildwood? This has the same texture. Oh my gosh, so good. So I don't have to learn how to make tofu. I'm not going to do it. I have to. I'm already making my own peanut butter. I'm already making my own milk. That's really good. Am I missing anything? I think it's everything. I feel like I'm missing some grains, but all of this, I mean, you know how much like hummus or just chickpeas we get from this? A couple pounds. You know how much peanut butter I'm going to get from this? I mean, the amount of money that you would spend on all the packaging, on all the containers, you know, when you buy a commercial, is astronomical. So you're paying so much for the packaging. And so what didn't I do? So what was, you know, so here's a challenge. It wasn't even a challenge, whatever. I was, you know, hungry when I was there. So I was like, oh, you know, I'd love to get a juice. And I was like, no, I'm not going to get a juice. I'll just wait. And I went to Chaya, one of my favorite little Japanese restaurants, while I waited for my phone to get fixed. And yeah, what's frustrating are these little stupid stickers everywhere. On the bananas, everywhere. Hate that. Hate it. But other than that, what else? Oh, and then I just needed some salad dressing. Of course, I do make salad dressing, my own salad dressing, but I really do like Follow Your Heart's salad dressing. So for now, you know, I'm getting mad. It's just in glass. I think one of the hardest things, Jonathan, to answer your question again, is I just blanked. What was I thinking? I am just completely blanked on what I was thinking. I'll tell you in a second. Not the salad dressing. Earth balance is going to be one. Yes, I can make my own butter. Fine, whatever. I'll get there. But right now, I still have a lot left over. Michiko. Where's my treats? I put them over here. Oh. Michi. Here, sweetie. So Tina says, love the bags. What are the brands again? So Earthwise is the brand of these really wonderful mesh bags, and they're fantastic for produce, for grains, for just everything. And they come in different sizes, and they have a little string. It just makes it really easy to close them really tightly. Michi. And then the other bag, the sacks. Do I have the other ones? I think I left them down in the car, but I got large, medium, and small. And you can get a pack of all small, all medium, all large, or you can do a variety. Michiko. Come here, sweetie. Come on. She's checking out a squirrel she's friends with. She's not friends with him, but she's not going to get him. So the other one is Simple Ecology. Simple Ecology. You see that? I think that's pretty good, Kristen. I genuinely think that $100 for all of this. It's all organic. A lot of the farmers are local. They tell you where the farm is. Most of it was California grown, so it didn't travel very far. And then with all of the bulk, so they have just everything in bulk there. It's really great. But a lot of stores that have bulk have a lot in bulk. So it's just a matter of checking. You're welcome. Is that a good whistle? David can't whistle. What's wrong with him? Anybody here can't whistle? I don't whistle properly. I have like a poser's whistle. I know, it's so stupid, Nikki. I know. I hate the stickers, but that's another reason to go to farmers markets as much as you can. Obviously, here in California, we can go around the calendar. Like every day in every season, there's a farmers market within a few miles from here. More and more towns are popping up with farmers markets, which is fantastic. But you'll be able to find farmers markets near you. So Megan, I don't buy tea in bulk, but I am going to start looking into it. The place that I buy my tea from is right in Berkeley. They're fantastic. They actually brought me, they come in, Where's my tea? The tea comes in here. It's Far Leaves. You guys can get your Far Leaves tea for a discount. Can you see that? Let's see. Far Leaves. And so these are tin containers, so they can be recycled, but again, in the spirit of not relying on recycling as an alternative to not having waste, I don't want to do that. But I asked him so they drop it off at my house. They just know me and they drop it off. So I asked if he would just put them in because lots of times what happens is he puts it in a box and then he seals it up, probably, packs it up with tape, probably in expectation of mailing it to me. And then often he's just near my house, so he drops it off. So I said, could you just put it, in a bag or something, or just nothing, and just put them on top of the garage for me? And he did. But I am going to talk to him about getting larger amounts that I might be able to go there and just put in a container. There's also another tea place nearby. It's a lot more expensive. It's called Sophie's Cup of Tea, and I have been going there to actually work. It's been really lovely. I really like the owners a lot. The tea is phenomenal. It's a really cute place. It's in Montclair. It's close to my house. The tea, their bulk tea is pretty expensive. It's like Tiance. I love Tiance so much, but it's very much a specialty tea for me because I drink so much tea that I need to have it affordable. But the point is there's also lots of places that have tea in bulk. So I'm going to keep trying. I'm just going to keep trying new tea. I mean, what's really good about this experience and what message I really want to... Hold on, someone's sending my tram down. Can you hold on for just a second? Come here, Michi. There must be a package. Come here, sweetie. It's okay. So the message I want to convey is that, I didn't start this from scratch. There's a lot of things that are going to take a while to transition away from. My cat litter, for instance, that's a whole process. So none of this is like, okay, done deal. Will I beat myself up if I get, peanut butter someday that I didn't make myself? It's the way I talk about being vegan. Don't do nothing because you can't do everything. Do something, anything. Everything we do has an impact. And so making an effort in some way, really it means something. And because my husband is the one who's like, oh my God. Cause now I'm like, okay, so dental floss is a really big one. I will confess, I am not a flosser. I try, I pledge, I make a commitment, I make a New Year's resolution, and I fail every time. David is a religious flosser. And so I was talking to him about what I've been learning about dental floss. So he's very open and wonderful, but he is like, okay, oh my God. So there's a lot to do. Awareness is definitely the first step, and doing, I always say, don't do nothing because you can't do everything. Be honest with yourself about what you can do. I mean, all of this is doable. I was really psyched when I went and found like raw peanuts in their shell because I give them to the squirrels, and I know where to get those now. So it's really a matter of, finding out where some of these things are. And one of the things I think I mentioned is I'm shopping more locally. I mean, I would, just like when people say, oh, I don't eat a lot of meat, and yet you don't know how much you eat until you stop. Same thing. I would have said, no, I'm pretty close to zero waste. I bring my own bags to the grocery store. I was probably relying on recycling too much. I had faith in the system that is not perfect. I would have called myself someone who was pretty close to zero waste. And you know what? And I actually believe I was. I mean, someone actually asked on one of the posts from this morning, am I going to incorporate zero waste, or straws, she mentioned, in my trips, the CPG trips we're doing. And Tina, if you remember, we did give out straws to everybody. I'm going to be more methodical about it on the next trip, on the Vietnam trip, and all of the subsequent CPG trips. But we did give out straws. We are mindful. I mean, and I do pretty well, but for someone who did pretty well, I have a lot to do, and I find it exciting. It is challenging. It's but I love this. And I think what's really exciting for me also, I think everything's prettier. I think everything's prettier in these bags, and then I transfer them to my mason jars and to my big glass jars. you know, seeing the grains in a sack like this, plastic is so hideous and it's so ugly and it's forever and ever and ever. And I just really I think everything's so much prettier. Yeah, patients, I'm going to talk to our dentist. This is one of those areas where I need to, like, that has to be David's decision. I'm not going to try and persuade him to do something that he would feel is not good for him. So I can't, that's got to be his decision. I'm not a flosser, you know, but I also have very different teeth than he does. He's had root canals. He's got cavities. I don't have any cavities. I don't have any of that. So what I'm doing is working for me, even though I keep vowing to floss. They do have zero waste floss, Nancy, but it's not vegan. So there's a new company I just found. They're in Australia. I'm going to tell you more about it. So we're going to get to all of these things. Yeah. It's all doing, you know, what we can do. You do, Tina. Tina says she still carries it around with her, the straw. That's awesome. Tina came to Thailand with us. Are you making your pasta or are you finding it loose in bulk? So patients, a lot of the grocery stores who sell in bulk here, I have tofu in my teeth now. A lot of the grocery stores who sell in bulk do sell pasta in bulk. Excuse me, little girl. You can come here now. And you can come inside, Charlie. You want to see this cat? The cats have been outside. That's why I keep getting distracted because I'm giving them some outside. Wait, did it flip? I know. Who's that? Everybody's going to come inside now. Okay? It's getting dark. Okay. And the deer will probably show up any minute. And now the cats are inside. Don't need to smell his butt. You need to smell his butt. So here's the whole haul here. Here it is. Stupid stickers. I just unplugged. Just plugged in. Let me see what other questions you guys have. Justine, it really varies. One of the things we've had for a long time, you can see I still have some plastic bags that I've had for a long time. And we've had this bag dryer for a long time. So one of the things I do with even the sacks, I haven't washed the sacks yet. They're brand new. But the sacks are just cotton sacks. You can put them in the laundry. But as far as the mesh ones, and then any leftover plastic you have, I've had this bag dryer for, I don't even know, 10 years or something. So that's what I mean. Like, I've been conscious for a long time about this stuff, but there's just a long way to go. Kristen says, I like to bring a mason jar without, wait, what are you talking about? Yeah, you mean like an empty mason jar? Is that what you're talking about? You can totally do that with all of this stuff, with all of these grains, etc. Patience says, I love my reusable bags. Also, the employees of the grocery store always comment on them. Jonathan says, I love whistling. I've been told I have an old man whistle. I want to hear that. I love whistling. I do. I think it's very, like, it's old school. There's something like old school about it. Justine can't whistle and neither can Sydney. That's so funny. So then you can see we've got the pantry. And this is what our pantry looks like. You can see there's some empty jars, which is why I needed more grains. Everything, I don't really have anything labeled because I know what everything is. The only one I labeled was the Vital Wheat gluten, which frankly I would probably put in my flour drawer. I have a separate flour drawer. So I just wanted to make sure that was distinguished from the flour. And you know, these pens, this is our wine drawer. You know, the pens that you can draw on glass. It's really awesome to have these, and then I can write on the glass, and then that wipes off pretty easily. You can put it on the bottom of your jars. It got a little messy when I was putting them in there. So I've got some red lentils. I'll put my red lentils in there. I've got my flax seeds, more chickpeas back there, an empty jar waiting to be filled. There's some brown rice. There's lots of good stuff back there. There's some split peas, quinoa, red beans. I mean, we're actually pretty set for, like I said, we're set for a while. And we really have rarely eaten out this year since we started doing this. And I've got some more jars up here that need to be filled. And the one thing we used to order, David used to order this particular nutritional yeast. It's in a big plastic thing. That's not going to happen anymore. There are some nutritional yeasts in bulk that I didn't like, and there's some that I like. So now it's just a matter of being consistent about that. Another question I saw here. How do you get tofu? And Nancy says, do you make sure it's empty before refilling? Nancy, what do you mean? And one more thing I want to say, by the way, when I was doing the with these bags, because there's not a sticker and I don't want a sticker, there are a couple things you can do, because of course you need the number for the cashier, the code. So I had my iPad with me, and I had my iPad with me because I didn't have my phone with me because my phone was getting fixed. But if you have a Notes app, you can just put the codes in your Notes app. What I did, because it was just easy, is I actually took a picture of each one of the things. So you can even see the prices here. $1.69 a pound for the organic polenta. The popcorn was $1.49 a pound. The red lentils were $1.59 a pound. So I was able to, so what I did this because I wanted to, when I went up to the grocery, the till, I just took all the bags, put them on the counter, just took a peek into what was inside, and then I just scrolled across while he was, ringing everything up, and I just read him off the numbers for each of the things. The green lentils are $1.39 a pound. Yeah, because being vegan is so expensive. Hi, seriously? $1.59 a pound for garbanzo beans. You know how much you pay for a can of beans? I mean, it's ridiculous, and these taste better than anything you'll ever get in a can. $2.99 a pound. I haven't worked out the math for the buying it. And then here's an example. You can do the math for the almonds, $6.99 a pound. I think I said before, you may have heard me say that it's not necessarily less expensive in the case of the almond milk, but I am going to be practicing with some other milks as well. Oat milk is really easy to make. I just haven't perfected it. I mean, I just haven't really done it a lot because I tend to make almond milk a lot. But rolled oats I also got, $1.39 a pound, and these were organic. And then there's a cute kitty. She's a really cute kitty right there. She's really cute. I was taking pictures of Michiko because she's really cute. So any other questions? Oh, excuse me. Are you doing something? Do you have something? Michiko, I can hear you. I know you're in here, aren't you? Yes, I knew you were in here. You're such a little sassy pants. She likes to jump up there. You gonna jump up there? What are you doing? So the Facebook Live is over when it's just about the kitties. Yeah, everyone. So keep checking out the joyfulvegan.com blog. Come here, Charlie. Let me take off your collar. Come here. So just check out the joyfulvegan.com. You can check out all of the blog posts so far. It's been, hi, Charlie. Did you want to say hi to everybody? Can everybody see your face? Because your face is very beautiful. It's very beautiful. See you later. We go in. And then there's that cuteness, patootness. It's too much. It's just too much to handle. It just is. Any questions you have, certainly let me know. Here's another thing. I forgot to give them this twisty tie. But what's nice about it is I can always go back. I mean, obviously I'll reuse them, but I can also go back and bring them, especially to farmers. Okay, everybody. Well, thanks for watching, and I hope it was helpful. I hope it's inspirational. I'm inspired by all the zero waste bloggers I've been paying attention to, and I'm very excited. Nancy, I can do a tutorial on pressure cooker beans sometime. It is so easy. By the way, here's the garlic and green soup ready for David when he comes home for his sickness, and hopefully to prevent me getting sick, because that could happen. And then here's my beloved pressure cooker. My beloved pressure cooker. Thanks, Nancy. All right, everybody, have a good night. I'm just going to finish with the cats because they're cute. There's my canvas bags. Good night, patients. These go, we have a system. These go right. I mean, again, we've been doing the canvas bags for like 20-something years, but these go right by the door. And they go right outside. And then we remember to bring them with us. Oh my God, look at that sunset. Wait, hold on. Oh, there's my neighbor. Is that my neighbor? What is she doing? Okay, I'm gonna go check. I'm gonna go see my neighbor. See you later, guys.